Be a voice.
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 Visit WisconsinVoices.org.
Visit WisconsinVoices.org.
Visit WisconsinVoices.org.
And learn more on how to be a voice with Wisconsin Voice.
Well, we glad, but we just so happy to be here. This is something new for us. This is a thought that we all came up with, and I didn't know if we was going to be able to pull it off. Latoya looked at me crazy. Remember Latoya? She's like, "Who gonna be on the show? Everybody." What you mean by everybody? You two. Y'all gonna be hearing from Nicole, because Nicole trying to hide in the office because she is literally the backbone of our organization. You're gonna be hearing from the other co-executive director, Tim. They're gonna start coming on and just talking with our partners. But today we have a full program. We're gonna be talking to Dominican Center, which is a partner. We're gonna be talking to the Believers for Change. We're also gonna be talking to, I have a little soft spot for Milwaukee Turners. That's where I started my nonprofit work. So we're going to get into all that. But I would like to introduce the Wisconsin Voices staff. We have
Joe Dre.
Okay, no. Let me stop, because we've been teasing Joe a little bit at the office, because Joe got a little more rhythm and heart than we thought he was going to have. So his name is Joe Dre. We might have to start calling him Dre. What you think, Latoya?
Yes.
Perfectly fine. I've been called Dre quite a bit going back to my high school days. But yeah, Joe Dre, I'm the policy director here for Wisconsin Voices.
We got some great policy information coming up next week. We're going to be talking about voter rights and redistricting a little bit. I think the week after that, we're going to have Barbara Arnwine on. She's Transformative Justice Coalition, and she'll be talking about a case that may have dismantled the rights, the Voting Rights Act. So she'll be informing us on that. So just stay tuned. We're really trying to make sure that you have all information. But today is a partner day. Latoya, it's partner day.
Yes.
What we gonna do?
Highlight our partners.
And what's the first
all
partner?
Amazing work they do.
And who is our first partner?
Our first partner is the Dominican Center.
Hey,
Hey.
how you doing?
I'm doing great.
She's kind of shy today. Are you shy?
Not really.
No, never. never.
That's why I just left it to it. Like,
You just start off a little cold.
And then we'll be like, okay, your segment over. Wait a minute, but I got a couple more things to say. But Dominican Center is one of our partners, and they're a long-term partner, a long-time partner of ours. Can you tell us what Dominican Center is, what they do, and just like give people the overall view of how you work and what areas you kind of work in?
Okay, so the Dominican.
By the way, can you introduce yourself?
My name is Elizabeth Brown. I have quite a few hats. I'm the youth organizer at Dominican Center, as well as the president of Amani United, and the chair for education and family well-being,
And
the chair for the Friends of Moody Park,
and
the support for our Amani Youth Council.
do I have to say another and? Okay,
No more ands.
You get on the mic though.
Huh?
You have to get on the mic though.
And
But so Dominican Center, the back history, it was started by the Sensenala sisters. They began with education for women in the community. And now it's focused on the entire family. We actually are just about to start our GED classes again, start those back up in March. We do hydroponics. We have a hydroponics program. Again, we have a youth organizer, which is me. We have a housing organizer and a community organizer, and we pretty much do everything.
What do you mean by everything? Because you guys do such deep work. I know you're doing some civic engagement, and we'll talk about this a little bit, but you're having a forum for the 7th Aldermanic District, and you're partnering with us, Wisconsin Voices, Dominican Center, Amani United, Sherman Park Neighborhood Association, and a couple other organizations. But you're trying to make sure that the areas that you serve also are informed.
Yes. I don't. That was the question.
No, that and that's it's more so of making sure, like each of our organizations, sometimes they deal with just a neighborhood, sometimes they just deal with a section of the Milwaukee County or wherever we are, but you guys really focus on that Armani neighborhood, correct?
Yes. That's our main focus.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, everyone should be informed.
Oh, you sound like you want us to be educated on who we vote for and when we vote.
Most definitely.
And you sound like a little bit like we have to take our own destiny into our hands by using it to vote. Is that what you're trying to say?
Is you trying to start something?
Yeah.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
I know we did a youth program with you guys this summer. Can you tell how that impacted your youth a little bit? And because the educational value of that is big. I mean, we do give them a stipend for it. So, they're learning something, but also, achieving something.
Well, the majority of them that took the sessions, they're asking for them back. They actually want quite a few of the partners that you all worked with to come in on a regular basis.
Latoya, who were the partners that we worked at?
All our partners that work on the youth program. So it's Turner Hall, Believers for Change, Sharing the Love, Fathers Making Progress. And IESI, Innovative Solutions.
Yeah. We have so many, and we'd be trying to work them all through, but each of those has their own niche that they bring to the training. And each of them work. We don't tell them what to bring to the table. We actually tell the partners, what are you doing and how can we inform our youth, our groups on what it is that you do, so they can actually, be a part of Wisconsin Voices, but also be a part of whatever organization that is coming in to inform them on, I know Turner Hall did a lot, and we'll talk to Emilio a little bit about what he does, but they were talking about their sound mind, sound body, know your rights trainings that they do.
And it's funny you said that, because Turner and Fathers Making Progress were the biggest impact.
Don't tell Emilio that. He's here.
He already know.
He over there in the corner.
I already spoke with him. He's coming back, most definitely.
And that's what we want to do. We want to make sure we don't have to be part of the, stuff. Once they connect, it's still helping the community.
We want our partners to come out those cyclones and actually work together.
Yeah, because the silos don't matter and they don't help if you don't know where the resources are. One of the things, tell them where you are, because a lot of times people have heard of Dominican Center, but they don't know your location. Do you need volunteers sometimes?
Yes.
Yeah, let's talk about where you are and who to call for volunteers or websites.
So Dominican Center has a website, as well as Amani United. We are also on Facebook. We need the residents to step up. We need chairs for all our committees. We need all the volunteers we can get. We need ambassadors for 130 blocks, because Amani is 130 blocks strong. We're located on 24th and Locust, 2470 West Locust. It's the green door. I got to tell people that all the time because they like the church. No, it's the green door right next to the
Got a doorbell too.
Yep, got 2 doorbells. But yeah, we could use all the help that we can get.
So let's talk about this Aldermanic District 7 candidate forum that you guys are going to be doing at the Ambassador Center, Milwaukee, and that's at 3725 North Sherman Boulevard, and it's formerly known as Parkway Assembly of God. So that'll ring a bell for a lot of people. Or Parkline. I'm sorry. What did I say?
Parkway.
Oh, I'm sorry. Actually, y'all, I was saying, yeah, we was like, I saw a park law, but I didn't see no Parkway. No, it is Ambassador Center. Some of the organizations that you are collaborating with is Sherman Park Community Association. You're part of Amani United and Dominican Center, Northwest Side CDC, obviously Wisconsin Voices, Century City Triangle Neighborhood Association, and the Fond du Lac Avenue Bid. And this is all the organizations that have a vested interest in making sure we have the right person in that seat. As we talk, this is the first time, I think the first forum they'll be doing, but each of these candidates have reached out and will be on the show at some point between now and February 19th. So we'll get to hear, you're going to hear them in a forum matter, but we want to get to know them so you can have, you can make some rational decisions about what's going on. Do you have any new programs starting soon?
Well, we will be starting a collaboration with Medical College of Wisconsin, focusing on mental health awareness for our community.
What you mean? What you trying to say? That we need some mental health?
Most
help?
definitely.
Oh, okay.
I mean, we can work on all the things that we work on, traffic calming, crime, whatever it is, nothing's going to get done without us focusing on our mental health.
Well, I'm perfectly sane. Y'all all know that. There's
people that they think they say. All people with mental health issues think they're saying.
But here's the thing, all of us have some kind of stresses, and it's not always about a clinical diagnosis of but it could be depression. It could be just stress from doing your day-to-day job. I get stressed driving home, and I only live 7 blocks away from my job. But between the time you get hit 3 or 4 times almost, and the people running the red lights, and then the crazy people who just decide to drive from lane to lane in a swerving pattern, and you have to keep watching them, that's stressful in itself, and that takes a toll on you. So I am glad that organizations are trying to just trying to help. Well, we have if you have any questions for us, calls, comments, call 414-444-5250. We are taking calls. If you have any questions for Dominican Center, what they do and how they do it.
And if you're in the Dominican Center area that they reach, call and give your community support. All the hard work and amazing work that they do in the community all year round.
Also, Saturday, 9:30 in the morning, we will have a bus that will be taking us all to the forum.
Oh, y'all providing transportation.
Yes, ma'am.
See, yeah, this is what we call, if you don't have any excuse, if you live around that area, around the Dominican Center location, walk on over there, get on the bus, listen to what they have to do. They'll drop you back off. You can walk back home. It's all for the education and betterment of Milwaukee County and the state of Wisconsin. The more you're informed, the more you understand what's going on, the more you understand your government, that is going to be the key to the direction that we need to go in. And then you also get to know all these organizations that if you ever need a chance or you ever need them, you can reach out to them. You can call us at Wisconsin Voices or send us a quick email. And if you can't remember, oh, what was that on the show the other day? They were talking about this. We'll let you know. So if you have any calls, questions, concerns, 414-444-5250. I'm just watching Keon here, and he
Don't tell my business. My doctor listening.
Yeah, I'm glad your doctor is listening. He know all that sweets.
Who is your ED?
Marisha Harris.
And this woman is everywhere. I wanted to give a shout out to Marisha because she is everywhere, working in the community, doing her thing, making sure that as much as she can, everybody know. Right, everybody know Dominican Center. There is one last, do you guys focus, because sometimes they think you focus on just youth.
Oh no, we focus on housing. Like I said, economics. We focus on education and family well-being. So we do a lot of things. Well, our youth council is the ones that majorly focuses on the mental health and wellness.
In regard to your housing, what are you doing in that aspect?
Whew, okay.
Because that is such a huge issue, especially right now, and with the cost of rent, the cost of buying a house, or making your neighborhoods look like you want them to look because you live there and not what somebody else dictates.
So this is oh boy, here we go.
Oh, she said, here we go. Okay.
So this is an ongoing thing. We do work with the block by block. We're done with the pilot block. We are now on our 2 beta blocks. I'm not fluent in this because we do have a housing organizer. Her name is Amanda Clark. She is well versed on all of this. We are exploring working with CDA. I'm not sure if you all know who that is. It's a housing alliance. Don't know the acronym, but
community development.
Yes. Alliance. That's it. Our focus is really, we focus on home ownership, and we do partner with programs to assist with that, like Axe Housing. But we're not shifting, but we're putting a lot of focus now on renters because our renters are under attack, and it's really hard renting now, especially with the out-of-state developers and investors. And they're not keeping these houses up.
What do you what do you mean by that?
They slumlords.
I didn't say that. Wisconsin.
I said that.
Did not say that.
Elizabeth Brown said that.
You got a call.
We have a call. Let's see what the caller has to say, what questions, concerns they have. Caller, welcome to Be a Voice on WNOV.
Well, thank you so much. I know Marissa. I've worked as a volunteer in the Omani neighborhood for many, many years.
Hello, Miss Richardson.
You did.
Hey, love.
I never say my name.
Oh, I'm sorry.
But anyway, that's okay. And I was a part of, I just moved from the area, and they were instrumental in helping me with the selling of my home with Axe House, with Amanda Clark and Josie over at Axe House. And then what sprung the interest was we had a meeting at Claiborne's place, and they had a lot of people there, and it was land trust, it was land trust, co-op housing, and some other things. And so that's how I got the meeting set up with them, because I wanted to sell my home to someone that wanted to be a homeowner. I did not want to make it a rental. When my son was telling me, what you want to do is sell the home, and then I could be like, no, I want to be able to. I want to make sure that a good family live in there and enjoy it as many years as we have that I give up in that home. Matter of fact, I was 12 years old when my parents bought that home, and I'm 73.
All right.
So I wanted to make a difference. I love the Amani neighborhood, even though I'm out of it. I'm still going to continue to be a part of some of the programs that they do.
But
there's
that,
some awesome.
and
I'm
that's
sorry.
what makes the biggest difference. Because even if you moved out of the neighborhood, because you grew up there, you love it, you go back.
You're invested.
You're invested in the group. I grew up here off of 21st and Atkinson, and I'm invested in the Garden Homes area. You know, even though I don't live there anymore, that's how we go back. We're gonna we gotta go into.
I just wanted to say that, because when I heard Marisha was there, awesome young woman, Marisha, and that team that she met with is awesome, and they're doing great things. And they also have a women's group for young mothers. I don't know what night that is right now, because I don't like to get out in the evening. I'm trying to get them to be a man one too. But you don't have to. That's what I tell anybody: get involved in your neighborhood, find out where you live, and get with these community organizations, associations that can help you. You'll be surprised with what they can do. Thank you for taking my call.
Thank you Thank you for calling. We are going to wait. One thing before we go to break. She talked about a
Mother women's group. It's not a mother's group. It's a woman's group that our community organizer started, Jerusa Johnson. It's kind of, I don't want to say exclusive, but we are mindful of who comes.
Okay.
It's not just open.
But that also protects the people that are in that group as well.
Join us February 16th at 5 at the Bavarian Beer House for our Be a Voice Gala. Join us for a spectacular night as we gather to highlight the efforts and future of our community. Visit wisconsinvoices.org to learn more.
Catch Wisconsin Voices, Be a Voice Radio, every Monday, Tuesday, and Friday at 11 a.m. as we focus on community partnerships, voter education, and long-term collective impact for all Wisconsinites.
You're listening to Wisconsin Voices, Be a Voice Radio. Follow us at BAWI Voice and learn more at wisconsinvoices.org.
We provide a lot of different programs all across the city in collaboration with our partners like Wisconsin Voices. We just worked on this really fantastic new visioning statement with some of our friends. Shout out to those of you watching or listening. Chrissy, Ryan, I know Maggie's watching too. And, we kind of reframed our 170-year mission to state what we're doing today, where we seek to be the embodiment of a diverse community in practice that confronts injustice, fosters wellness, community restoration, and civic empowerment to advance the residents of Milwaukee and its neighbors. And if you can't memorize it, as I have not, I handed you this lovely impact statement. And I don't think our listeners can smell this delicious soy ink, but you can view this online.
Hot
off the presses. And anyone can just download this off our website. And it kind of explains all the different things we're doing. Whether it's, we just introduced a public health vending machine, which distributes free Narcan and fentanyl test strips, and we've been given those free trainings. Whether it's our Zero Youth Corrections Initiative, which is done in partnership with Milwaukee County and Foundation, where for the second year in a row, the Turners, in a very forward-facing democratic process, worked with these folks to distribute two $200,000 grants to local community groups that are working to prevent young people from being impacted by the criminal legal system, whether it's our Sound Mind programs, which is providing free, nonpartisan civic education for community groups, for adults, and for youth on a variety of topics, knowing your rights during law enforcement encounters, understanding how local government works, understanding how to navigate social media, just tons of stuff. I can go on for hours.
But the one thing that we partner you with, is we have a Civics 101 too, but it's in different sections. It goes into different avenues of the Civics 101. So even though we might do something similar,
it's complementary.
Right, it's complementary. We have worked together to make sure that each of us, we don't step in somebody else's lane.
No. And also there's so much information the city is starving for. The fact that we can both offer these different things, you can't get enough. Another way Voices has helped us is by supporting our Val Phillips Forum, which is such a great inheritor of the 4th Street Forum. And we've got our next one coming up on February 22nd. We're going to be discussing ways to confront the mass incarceration, which is so rampant here, which is an epidemic. We just keep punishing and locking folks up and forgetting about these folks. And that is anathema to who we are as a people collectively. And we need to work together to identify not only specifically what the problems are, but the solutions, and inform ourselves so that we can make more strident changes in getting rid of this yoke.
We have a call. Let's see. Keon is on it. Caller?
Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
Okay, this is Dorothy calling to say I love you guys.
Morning, Dorothy.
I hear you, Keon.
He's blushing. I don't know.
I think Keon has his own fan base in itself.
Yeah, forgive me, but say the names of you and your other guests. Both of y'all names.
I'm Emilio Juan Francisco de Torre from the Milwaukee Turners.
And I'm Sylvester Jackson from the League of
Hold on, now, Dorothy. Excuse me, Dorothy. Excuse me, Dorothy. Why? Francisco, my name's Jim Tone. That's my heart right there.
I'm sorry.
Oh, God. You know what? I'm gonna go to bed. Trying to think of that name. It's a
right, now you got me
name,
blushing.
My God.
She had him do it in a good way. Say y'all name again.
Yeah. Oh, I appreciate all you guys.
Well, thank you for listening to us. We're here to educate, inform, but we're also here to have some fun.
Absolutely.
But our next guest,
the struggle's not sustainable if we don't have fun, right? We'll all just burn out. The fact that we support one another, we're doing all these beautiful things across the city together. We can come together early right here and celebrate this. That's beautiful.
And now we are going to speak with Sly Jackson of the Believers for Change. How you doing, Mr. Jackson?
Everything is everything on this end. I'd like to definitely shout out to Wisconsin Voices, which is making a big difference in our community, and who have been so humbly, grab hold of our organization as we began to grow, and doing great things in the community and with us, and including hosting us in their office. So shout out to you guys, because you're doing what everybody else is talking about. Not everybody, but too many people talking but not doing what they saying they're supposed to do. And to my man Millie over there, he ain't got to say it. He do great things. Even before he came in this space, I met him when he was with the, ACLU. And I used to see him at every event, wind, sleet, snow, he was out there. So, it's just we're coming in. We the Belief for Change is babies in this, but, we true to this. As I
no baby no more.
Well, when we, one of the things that we had when you first came, one of our philosophies is try to help build to capacity. And the Believers for Change, they had been in existence for a year when I met them, and they were, they were bringing in a little bit of grant money. They were, building their organizations, but one of the things that they needed was a brick and mortar place. And so at the time we had space in our office. So we said, we always try to push making sure that we build a capacity. And that's what they needed at the time. They just needed a brick and mortar spot.
Yeah. And they stepped in and, hey, listen, everything been, growing ever since. The Believe for Change have 2 target areas that we focus on. And the primary one is the young people. My wife loved doing thing with the young people, LaVonza Jackson. Hey, sweetie.
She's a co-founder of.
She is the co-founder. Yes. When you're married, I don't care what you say, you're co anyway. The way you look at it, half is theirs. So, I love her because she really have a heart for the young people that right now the young people need that love. And, I primarily focus on reentry, helping individuals navigate through supervisions and parole, work with young people and older people, how to get by these. Some need parole agents that shouldn't be parole agents. But, the good thing is that, we do what we do out of love. Everyone out here, everyone sitting at this table, we do what we do out of love. We do it not as a job, but as a passion to help make the world a different place on tomorrow. So that's one of the things that I come out to do, and that's change the narrative to a brighter future for the young people. Even when we dead and gone, we need to leave something for the young people to hold on to.
One thing I noticed, I remember passing out some flyers for you and announcing you on the Man Show. And I'm trying to do this on a larger scale in community with intergenerational conversations, but you all had the movie nights with the youth, with the discussions to go along with them.
Right.
When did you do that? I know it's a certain time that you start doing that.
Well, we going back to it because my wife was unfortunately involved in an accident.
Right.
And she had to get back on her feet. She just got released on the 15th of January to go back to doing it. So now we're just trying to reschedule. And it's a thing that I think a lot of organizations should focus on, because if we have a safe place for the young people after school, we can see less crime going on in the community, a lot of less violence, because the young people don't have nothing to do. They'll find something to do. And most of the time it's negative.
And that's one of the discussions that Mr. Jackson and I have had, where do the kids go? They get out of school. Most of the community organizations, Big Brothers, Big Sisters, YMCA, they do really good work, but they also close at 6 or 7 o'clock.
Well, different strokes for different folks. We learned that at Sherman Park in 2016, because all kids don't want to go in the Boys and Girls Club.
Right.
Some of them want to hang out in the park outside. So we also need folks that can handle that end of it too.
Right.
So it's not just these kids, those. Everybody got something different on their mind.
But that's what I'm saying. Even if every kid wanted to go there, there's nowhere to go after 6 or 7 o'clock. So being able to open up that, not messing with the kids when they go with amplified sound in the park, because they, you usually have to have a permit for it.
Yeah.
But leave the kids alone because they're not doing anything. I mean, we have to be supportive of the kids, of our youth, and making sure sometimes you just volunteer to be there. Go in, if they all in the park, go down there and volunteer. It doesn't have to always be organized. You drive down the street, you see a bunch of kids every day, get to know those kids. Then go ahead.
Speaking of kids, I had intended to give this shout out. You had somebody who was able to spend a lot of time at your house who just had a birthday. I got 3 little birthdays I promised to give shout outs to.
Oh.
So we have 3 Turners just had birthdays today and yesterday. We got State Representative Darren Madison, Eric Vlashka, and Dr. Nikki Mehta.
I forgot about
Not everybody in Milwaukee can fit in Tamika's house, so we do need solutions for alternatives for where Tamika lives.
Amelia, one of your staffers is texting me.
Yeah, my phone's blowing up too.
It's Miss Gabby.
Gabby,
she needs to call.
You got to get her on here too.
She needs to call in. 414-444-5250. Gabby, you need to come on.
But to your point about the youth, great segue when you talk about where the kids going. There was
Yeah.
the Boys and Girls Club. There was the Gab involved on the outside. You know, there's the Emilio at the Turners. You know, the gymnastics, the flipping, the rock climbing, the physical fitness. You know, that's why it's good to have all these partners you got to come in and say what they're doing, because a lot of them are youth-based. Believers in Change, like I said, I brought that up because I was blessed to be asked to facilitate a intergenerational circles the other day at the Black Historical Society, Safe and Sound, and West Care. And a lot of our listeners showed up just on a one-day announcement. So, you know, that you guys have this show and you get the announcement that you will get a lot of participation.
You know, we just went into 2 schools day before yesterday. One was North Division, another was Transitional School on 35th. And, you know, it's a lot of kids out here that's reaching out for help.
Yeah.
You know, they just need us to listen. You know, a lot of times we want to point fingers at the young people, talk about the negative thing, but we're not going out there committing and reaching them in the area where they're at. And, you know, hearing them, because if you want to know what somebody wants, listen to them. They'll tell you what they need. So that's one of the things we're doing. And also now we will have a fundraiser tomorrow for the youth program that we're doing. The fundraiser will be from 12 to 3 o'clock, I believe. We'll be at the office of 4201 North 27th Street, 7th floor. And it will be Nacho Supremes. So we will put it on. So come on, get your eat on.
Can I jump again?
You know what? Anytime you want to jump in.
Because as we talk about believers in change, and he lobs to Emilio. You know, Emilio, I also want you to talk about, you know, the activities, and you got callers coming, activities at the Turner Hall. But at the same time, I recall having Emilio, the partners on the Man Show, and talking about change, because a lot of people have their own understanding of the Milwaukee Turners and the history, and definitely under the direction of Emilio. You know, even on their website, they have a tab that says "Reckoning with Our Past."
Oh yeah.
So you got to let a lot of folks know that there's a whole lot of change going on. down there at the
Absolutely.
Turners.
Absolutely.
And then let them know how the youth can be involved down there also.
Sure.
Let's take a caller.
I actually want to get back to his nacho. That sounds good.
We're going to talk about that.
Talk about the Giants. Okay. Go ahead.
Caller.
Grand Rising, my people.
Hey, we got a Gabby.
Hey,
on the radio.
So that's why I wanted to make sure that we got Gabby in there as we talk about the change in Milwaukee Turners, because isn't Gabby one of your employees?
Gabby is one of my trusted teammates. She's our Confronting Mass Incarceration Fellow and doing tremendous work, a lot of work with the young people in the community. And she could tell you more about it herself.
Gabby is always family.
Gabby is awesome. What's your first name, Gabby?
Gabby.
It is Gabby, and you know I've been called on this show, and that's all the people need to know.
I got you back, Gab. I got you back.
I'm going to remember it one day.
I know what it is, but I won't say it out loud. But
As
if
long
y'all
as
really
don't
wanted,
leave Chrissy comments, we all good.
but if you really wanted to know, you could just look when she ran for office. But that's
Listen.
Dang. Dirty laundry day here at 8:60 a.m. The Voice.
I called in. I'm with Latoya. I want to hear about these Nacho Supremes.
You
know, they didn't bring any.
Gab always wants food.
Latoya, we gonna have to go out to lunch, guys.
Okay,
they don't understand.
let's get back to the
Yeah.
changes that happened in Turner Hall, because y'all gonna be talking between
I'm gonna give you
Latoya
the
and
front to
Badgie.
back.
Their food. It's all about the food.
It is all about the food. And I think just to tag on to what Sly was saying about why we do this work and how it's a calling, there's no reason why we can't also have tacos, pizza, and nacho supreme while we're doing this work. Otherwise, you know. So you know, to cue off on that, this whole Zero Youth Corrections, we did a lot of this guided by a youth panel that was set up because young people know what they need to avoid the toxicity of our mass incarceral legal system. And so how we awarded, who we chose, this was also directed by young folks. And so we will be, you know, you can reach out to our website, MilwaukeeTurners.org. You can read the Reckoning with Our Past, which Keon mentioned, where we took a long, hard look at 170-year history. You've got all sorts of incidences of racism, sexism, and ableism, and
That stuff doesn't exist in Milwaukee.
It exists in a half-hour conversation with you, Tamika. But we examine that stuff so that we can acknowledge it and move forward. If you don't call this thing, and I challenge every institutional organization listening here, and there are plenty of them, to take their own skeletons out of the closet and put it out so that people can see that, confront it, and move forward. And building on that, we've got an opportunity where Gabby will be working to identify and select young people to serve on this, a paid position to work part-time on our youth advisory panel for the Zero Youth Corrections. We've got all sorts of opportunities for young folks to take advantage of rock climbing walls, gymnastics, yoga, Zumba, weightlifting, kettlebells, you name it. An annual Zumba annual membership. And we're doing a lot of work with your partners. We're up working with Metcalf Park, all the time. They've got a big moving day. We're down with the community and Your Move Milwaukee at the beginning space at 1109 West Historic Mitchell. We're in it to win it. And that win it is not just being in this lovely, iconic National Historic Landmark castle. This is about us knocking doors in the rain, hanging out over on Mitchell, working over in Metcalf Park.
And one of the other things that is so key, I'm not jealous that you're working with the other partners. I don't have to be involved in every single thing you do because it moves things forward. It takes people out of silos. That's one of our things. So if you're working with Dominican Center or you're working with Metcalf Park, we can promote that. We can help you, but
it's the only way we're going to be victorious. We're living in an intentionally segregated city, which is built on the back of intentional segregation, slavery, murder, incarceration. It's in the status quo's best interest to keep us apart. And what you're doing and what we're all attempting to do along with you is to rip that stuff apart. And I didn't curse just for you, Kia.
Join us February 16th at 5 at the Bavarian Beer House for our Be a Voice Gala. Join us for a spectacular night as we gather to highlight the efforts and future of our community. Visit wisconsinvoices.org to learn more.
Please join Wisconsin Voices every Monday, Tuesday, and Friday. We will be focusing on community partnerships, voter education, and long-term collective impact for all Wisconsinites.
You're listening to Wisconsin Voices Be a Voice Radio. Follow us at BAWI Voice and learn more at wisconsinvoices.org.
Who is this?
I think you know who this is.
Hey, that baby. What's up?
He made that Barry White voice
right there.
Hello, Mrs. Jackson. Introduce yourself.
My name is Lavonda Jackson. I am the Executive Program Director of the Believers for Change with my beloved husband that is sitting among you all today. I'm grateful.
Do you feel the love through the phone? I kind of feel the love.
I feel the love through her nachos tomorrow.
We
Again,
got
back
that
to the food.
nacho supreme. That's supposed to be popping tomorrow.
Can you
Yes,
tell
it
us what
will.
that, Miss Jackson, can you tell us what that is all about? I know he mentioned it a little bit, but tell us the time, the cost, the details, all the little details that we have. No, we don't need the
No, I'm not disclosing that, New Yorker brother. You already know we don't get information like that.
I love you too.
I love you also.
What's the details of the fundraiser for the youth?
Well, the fundraiser is it's for the youth cultivation initiative that my husband and I have put together, and we want to allow people to actually come in and partake with us as we continue to go forward in helping our youth and working with them in different ways and sharing stories as well. We're actually going to have quite a variety of things up there. We're going to have music. We're going to have the Nacho Supreme, and we're going to have love and just community and gathering coming together, actually supporting our youth and, funding our programs, what we're doing, and also hoping to collaborate with other organizations as well.
Well, I'm so glad that we can, be a part of that. That's 4201 North 27th Street, $7th floor.
Donation.
$10 donation.
You're gonna enjoy the meal because I do the cooking. So I tell
Hey,
you
hey,
what,
look.
I don't do nothing but my
Are you bringing the
best.
puppy? You still got that puppy?
Huh?
You still got that puppy?
No, we got 2 dogs.
Hey, check this out though. Check this out now.
Yes, sir.
If you go to the WNOV 860 Facebook page or YouTube page, you can see us live and you can see that. You can see that's Sylvester Throwdown.
Hey, you better
You know how
believe
you
it.
look like you throw down?
Yeah.
Sylvester Throwdown.
I throw down for real.
We have all shapes, sizes, color creeds, just wonderful people that are partners with Wisconsin
Next
Voices.
Generation Rainbow Coalition.
Yeah. 64 box of Crayola.
And one of the things that we have not discussed.
Hold on once. You know they got the skin tone shades now.
No.
They just they got a whole new set.
That's just for you. The kids are using Canva today.
Yeah, no,
Nobody's
no,
using crayons
no.
anymore.
Well,
That's pretty cool, though. No.
I know Mr. Emilio Juan Francisco de Torre. You will be at our gala.
Absolutely. The Turners are excited. We're rolling Mob Deep. We loved being recognized and honored by Wisconsin Voices last year. Your gala was a lot of fun. There are great auction items to bid on. And I love it, also for the love, because you see all these different community groups doing hard work. They don't have time to get together and kick it and learn. And the opportunity for cross-pollination of ideas and making new connections. There are great things born that evening. And we get to look fancy. You make us wear red.
Oh,
It'll be a
no,
good
it's
time.
purple, black, and gray this time.
Purple, black, and gray.
Yeah, that's
Thank you for the
Nicole.
heads up to not show up in red.
Purple, black, and gray, or purple, black.
Is it? Oh, but
No,
now, is
this
she
is
talking
good.
about her?
Yeah, I'm looking
boots?
forward to your gala. We're all looking forward. I think, 6, 7, 8 of us are going.
Well, here's the thing. That gala is going to be sold out pretty soon. So we ask you to go to wisconsinvoices.org. Make sure you sign up for the gala, buy tickets, $75 for individuals. Most of this money does go right back to the community because we do re-grants, we do different things that help our partners. It helps us keep our doors open.
Absolutely.
So all of this is helps us pay for this
And
radio.
what day is your gala again?
It is February 16th from
Nice.
5 to 10. We had a great time in our first year.
I missed it, but I'll be there this year.
Oh,
They
he'll
got
be
a
there.
big old parking lot, so after 10, we can have some fun, y'all.
And where's it located?
It's at the Bavarian Beer House.
Oh, yeah.
And they are so gracious. They give us, because we're a nonprofit, they really try to help with anything and everything we
Yeah, they're
do.
nice folks.
So they really just support our causes and what we've done. And I'm talking about the service and the food was amazing last year. So we decided to go back to them because, again, when organizations, businesses work with us, we want to show loyalty. We want to show that we support them.
So let me map this out real quick because I know we got to bounce soon. So we're all going to a Believers for Change fundraiser event tomorrow. February 16th, we're all going to the Wisconsin Voices Gala. And February 22nd, we're all showing up at the Bell Phillips Forum at Turner Hall. And all these things are available on our respective websites, which are wisconsinvoices.org, milwaukeeturners.org,
And mkebelievers.org.
And most of this is on the calendar on Wisconsin Voices event calendar. So
Shout
if you
out to
go into the
Chivang.
day, Chivang, if you go in there, you can click on that and it will take you to these events. I just love the group we have. We have some amazing people coming on Monday. We'll have a couple of candidates reaching out to us. We're going to start our candidate series and just kind of talking to them about what their vision is for the city, and some candidates from the county. So we're doing a lot of amazing work to try to get you informed.
Thanks for having us out here.
Thank you for the work y'all doing out here.
Be a voice.
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 Visit WisconsinVoices.org.
Visit WisconsinVoices.org.
Visit WisconsinVoices.org
And learn more on how to be a voice with Wisconsin Voice.